A grand jury indicted one of 3 officers involved with the Breonna Taylor case on Wednesday, but not for Taylor's death. The case has sparked nationwide outrage and demands for police reform in relation to no-knock warrant policies. 25 News reporter Leah McNeil has community reaction from Killeen.
Upset, angry, and frustrated.
It just makes me feel like our voice is not heard, our life doesn't matter.
The hashtag I am Breonna Taylor and say her name taking on a whole new meaning for Tanika driver Moultrie and Jamaica Reed.
It was just like a punch in the chest.
It's a punch to an already existing wound. Jamaica Reed reliving the loss of her brother James Reed to a no-knock warrant back in February. She tells me though James wasn't perfect, he did not deserve to die.
The risk is not worth the reward, and everybody is entitled to the due process. That 14th Amendment right, you're entitled to your due process.
The deaths of Breonna Taylor and her brother leave her fighting for reform.
I do believe it needs to be banned nationwide, but to start off with the city of Killeen first, and then secondly the state of Texas, and then move on forward.
With one officer being indicted on charges unrelated to Taylor's death, the other 2 let go. Moultrie says justice was not served.
It really seems that the ball was dropped somewhere.
As the president of the local NAACP chapter, Moultrie is one of a few community leaders put on a panel to discuss no-knock warrants, among other topics within Killeen's police department. But she's not stopping there.
We're just not focused on the city of Killeen, but we have had conversations as well at the table with other local law enforcement agencies.
Accountability from the top down, education and understanding is what Moultrie hopes for the future.
We just need to understand what a no-knock warrant is, how it's executed, how it's done, and when it actually is put into enforcement.
Back in June, the Killeen Police Department did announce a 90-day ban on no-knock warrants and assembled a group of community leaders to discuss police reform. A KPD spokesman tells me the group has been meeting and has some solutions on the table to drive reform in the community. Those recommendations all under review by Police Chief Kimball. In Killeen, Leah McNeil, 25 News.